welcome. You're watching the News Hour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. The big story today, senior lawyer Prashant Bhushan was held guilty of contempt of court by the Supreme Court. The hearing on the quantum of punishment will be held on the 20th of this month, but the maximum punishment for this offence could be as much as 6 months in jail. Now, the conviction has resulted in a nationwide outrage. Political parties and activists have variously asked, if the Supreme Court has the law and truth behind it, why does it have such a thin skin? Says Mahuma Moitra of the Trinamool Congress. A journalist added, when all 4 pillars of democracy are dilapidated, non-violent rebellion is the only way. A human rights NGO has jumped in to say that provisions of contempt of court are being used to silence critics of the government, and Prashant Bhushan is only being singled out and victimized because he speaks up for the people of India and he speaks up against the government. All of these arguments have also been made in court by Prashant Bhushan, where he said that he was expressing his anguish about the state of affairs, and criticizing a judge should not amount to criticizing the court itself. However, the apex court had none of it. It said in extremely clear terms that its magnanimity cannot be stretched in the name of freedom of speech, because they see the comments by Prashant Bhushan as an attempt to shake the very foundation of constitutional democracy and hurt the public's confidence in the institution of the judiciary. The message is very simple. This is not expression of criticism. It is not free expression of criticism of just one judge or an individual. This is an act of undermining the institution of the court itself and the institution of the Chief Justice, and actions like these, speeches like these, and words like these must and will have consequences.
The News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
So is this a witch hunt, or is this just a cry of being victim after being held accountable for one's comments? Let me go across to our panel. Jeeval Narasimha Rao, Member of Parliament, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Savio Rodriguez, Political Analyst, Vivek Srivastava, Political Analyst, Advocate Tausif Ahmed, and Political Analyst Ravi Srivastava. I will start with you, Tausif Ahmed, because you yourself are an advocate. Exactly why is it a witch hunt?
Padmaja, you see, there's a very important point to be noted. Supreme Court says that this tweet by Mr. Prashant Bhushan has shaken public confidence in judiciary.
Yes.
But I think we must remember that Justice Gogoi, who is now a Rajya Sabha member, sat in the hearing where he was himself an accused. I think that was also an instance when public confidence was shaken.
Sir, answer my simple question. There were comments made by Prashant Bhushan. He has not even denied it. He has owned up to it. It's in public record. Then if the court is saying that you are held in contempt, why is it a witch hunt? It is being said that he is being silenced for questioning the government. Do you know that this is not, by the way, the first time that he has questioned the government or the court? He has done it repeatedly. He has gone on to say, and I quote, that Varavara Rao, Sudha Bharadwaj, Devangana Kalita, Safura Zargar, scores of activists and students are labelled criminals and are put in jail irrespective of guilt. Courts participate in this perversion of justice. As far as the government is concerned, he has said, government claimed abolishing Article 370, bringing it under President's rule will normalize Kashmir. After 9 months of lockdown, it tells SC allowing fast internet cannot be allowed because situation is explosive. So he has spoken against the government and the court earlier as well. So if this was silencing of a critic, it would have happened 6 years earlier, no? It has to be a very lethargic judiciary and government that tells you, abuse me for 6 years, then I will act. Because I have a very slow process of a witch hunt.
No, is this first instance where questions have been raised and people have expressed their anguish about how Supreme Court has been functioning?
Answer my question, sir. Do you think it is a witch hunt, or do you not think it is a witch hunt against a critic of the government? That is the argument being given. That he was questioning, he was standing up like Bhagat Singh and questioning the government, anti-establishment, which is why he's being silenced now.
This seems to be the case because the senior judges themselves called a mere press conference last year
Right.
and had said that all is not well in the Supreme Court. Those were all the senior judges. They themselves had
Then tell me this,
expressed their anger
what is
about
this,
the
what is this lazy witch hunt
And-
that doesn't silence him in 2019, that doesn't silence him in 2015, that doesn't silence him in 2014? Every year where he has made comments about the government and the judiciary, but suddenly they wake up in 2020 and said, bus. He has accused the Supreme Court of perversion of justice, quote unquote. Perversion of justice. He has called the government fascist on multiple occasions and yet has been a free man. So what is this?
And-
what is this process of witch hunt then?
And the judge who was present in the press conference, where team of senior judges were criticizing the functioning of the court.
Why don't you answer my question about Mr. Bhushan? Why do you keep going on and on about a press conference when I'm asking you very simply that if it had to be a witch hunt, why choose 2020? What is so special about the 14th of August 2020 that this court said 14th of August 2020 we will convict him? In this year we are going to convict him. We gave him a free run for 6 years. Now we will convict him and silence him and gag him and bind him.
Court is very well within its right. Court may decide in its wisdom to take action. We know that Article 370 case, we know that habeas corpus petition and
Mr. Tausif
petitions
Ahmed,
like
I
case,
have
all
asked
of
you
them are
this
very
question
high-profile
in 5
cases
different ways.
Court
You
does
still
not
are not
have
answering
time to
me.
hear these petitions.
I am asking you, why does a witch hunt have to happen 6 years after this government comes to power? 6 years of running riot and suddenly somebody wakes up and starts a witch hunt. But G.V. Narasimha Rao, better late than never. Or rather, you've done it late rather than not do it, but why do it at all? Why are you
No,
witch hunting
Padmaja,
activists? You have jailed Varavara Rao, you have jailed peaceful people who were peacefully protesting in Northeast Delhi, and now you are after Mr. Prashant Bhushan.
No, Padmaja, I think let us understand this is not criticism of the government. I think entire panel, all of them have been criticizing day in and day out. Entire opposition has been eating even abuses at times, invectives, and they have got scot-free because we are a free country. We have never jailed anybody because they made comments against us. Then most of the opposition would be in jail because they make such highly objectionable and highly defamatory comments every day. You know, but here you have an institution called Supreme Court of India. You have an independent judiciary and a lawyer who has been practicing in the same court and High Court for 30 years is using every attempt to lower the status of the judiciary, independence of the judiciary. He's questioning all the 4 CJIs in the past 6 years because his activism possibly has not succeeded as much he would want to be.
So is it your
But
case,
this
Vivek
is not a-
Srivastava, that your actions should have no consequences? You shouldn't even be held accountable for things that you have said. The moment that somebody asks you, excuse me, you are factually incorrect, this is defamatory, you say, oh, this is a witch hunt. So I can sit here and I can abuse everyone and say this is because I am anti-establishment. Just go out. Say you are a chore, you are a dacoit, you are corrupt, you are undermining, this is emergency, and say, but this is my freedom of expression.
Now let me speak. Right. See, first of all, super sense is not always right. Common sense is always right. You might use a super sense. You might, quote cases. You might take out a big book of judiciary, and so all the rules of the contempt of court. However, I mean, let's by common sense, debate that what is the meaning of the contempt of court and why do you actually have a contempt of court? You have a contempt of
Sir,
court.
first of all,
so that
I
the
don't think
judiciary
any of us
any
here,
nation
barring
across the
maybe
world,
Tausif Ahmed,
can
because
work
he's an advocate,
impartially and safely.
are
Can I
qualified to discuss the
Can-
merits and the legality of
Yeah.
contempt of
Can
court.
I
The thing
speak?
is very simple, that you've had a
Can I
3-judge
speak?
bench, and I think their
Can I
wisdom
speak?
is
Please let me
slightly
speak.
more than that
Either
of
you
this
become
panel
Vivek
here,
Srivastava or I
me
speak.
included.
Yeah. Can I speak? Can I speak? Thank you. Now let me
A lot
speak.
more.
So now I was talking about super sense and common sense. By your super sense, you might show 100 rules of the contempt of court. You might hang the people.
So you're saying that you can
might
do
punish the
anything
people.
in this country
But however,
and not
what
be
is the
held
message that you are
accountable
giving
for it?
Can I speak, Padmaja? Let me speak. Can I speak?
You can speak, but at least make sense.
Stop just pushing into the argument. You are
I am
not
pushing you
speaking.
to make a
You are
cogent
disturbing me.
argument. These are words, but they make no
You are not.
sense.
And you are nobody.
You are
Let me
speaking
speak.
words,
And
but
give me
what are
30
you
seconds.
saying?
You can't, don't behave like a street thug.
No,
This
you
is the
just stop
debate.
coming into the middle of the argument. I don't need your.
Vivek
just let me speak
Srivastava,
No, no,
first.
but
you know,
you
please
know,
don't
no,
fritter
the
away time
judiciary
because you
knows
do
how
not
to
really
behave
have an argument to
with
make.
an anchor, with
I
a
am
lady
giving you
anchor.
30 seconds. Make your point, but make a point. Go on.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the fact is, the judiciary needs to set up an example in front of the people that it is impartial and it is a strong pillar of the democracy. For it, contempt of court against people who have a record of standing for the rights of the people, human rights of the people here
Right.
in this nation, okay, it is wrong. Number two, post-retirement benefits, let me complete. Post-retirement benefits being taken by the judiciary, that is also
I am
wrong.
going to talk only about the contempt of
How
court.
you
I
are
am
going to
not.
talk
I am not having a debate here about the larger ethics of judiciary, larger ethics about bureaucrats taking up post-retirement benefit. Because you also know that will open up a Pandora's box of how there were election commissioners who were made into ministers. Let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone, sir. This is not about the larger question of ethics. Let's leave that debate for another day. But okay, so let me bring in Jeeval Narasimha Rao and Savio Rodriguez again. So Savio Rodriguez, now it's being argued that the judiciary must set an example about how free and liberal it is by telling people, go ahead, say what you like. We are magnanimous. This is a democracy where everyone can abuse everyone else and not be held accountable at all. First, answer that point, Savio Rodriguez. What kind of fascist country is this where people have to explain their actions and their words? I mean, why do I have to give a reason for what I say? I can make up things, I can make up arguments, but it's my freedom. Savio Rodriguez.
You know, Padmaja, the perversion that Prashant Bhushan was talking about is really the perversion of his mind, and people like him who think that everything that they say is right and every other respectable institution of the country that is contrary to their opinion is wrong, and it is a witch hunt. Unfortunately, the thing that is wrong with them is the fact that in a democratic setup, you do get your freedom of expression to express yourself, but that comes with a responsibility. And I'm extremely glad that the Supreme Court has set an example on Prashant Bhushan, who thinks, like him and others, that they are above every
So
institution.
Vivek Srivastava, when you ask for an example to be set, that is exactly what the Supreme Court has done. It has set an example, saying that your freedom of speech ends where the right of the other person begins.
Correct. And it starts with...
And this reckless attacking of institutions cannot be allowed
Is
untrammeled.
there a mechanism?
Reckless,
Is there a
based on no
mechanism?
fact, based
Is
on
there a
completely
mechanism
your
for the
own personal
accountability of the
biases.
judiciary?
You cannot attack institutions when they don't give you judgments that you want.
And you cannot attack institutions without fact. If you have a reason to say that the Supreme Court has erred or the Supreme Court has been found wanting, Ravi Srivastava, then you put the facts on the table. Where were the facts? And before I come to that, in fact, Ravi Srivastava, since it is being argued here that here is somebody, Mr. Bhushan, who stands for, human rights. He's about free speech. He is all about, upholding, speaking out against the establishment. It wasn't too long ago, and the date is May 9, 2017, when the same Mr. Bhushan, when the former Chief Justice of the Calcutta High Court, C.S. Karnan, was jailed by Supreme Court on the same charges of contempt of court, he said, and I quote, "Glad Supreme Court finally jailed Karnan for gross contempt of court. He made reckless charges on the judges." So when Justice Karnan is arrested, Mr. Bhushan, the flag bearer of free speech, said, "Wah wah, taliyan." Today, it's a witch
But
hunt.
when he is caught, when he is proved for contempt of court, he turns the other way. You see, Padma
Why?
Shah, that's the
Sergio,
problem
can I
with
talk
these
now?
people.
Because the shoe is on the other foot. Because Justice
Exactly.
Karnan's free speech is somehow inferior to Mr. Bhushan's free speech. Vivek,
is
Ravi
Mr.
Srivastava.
Mr. Sergio, can
In front of an
I speak now,
institution.
please?
Go on, Ravi Srivastava. There is free speech
Padmaja,
here. Go on.
Justice Kannan was the part of judiciary. He was a judge. As a judge, he was supposed to make an exemplary conduct before the nation.
So you're saying
Which he
Mr.
did
Bhushan
not
is
do,
not, are you
and
saying
this
that
happened.
is terrible? You're saying Mr. Bhushan doesn't have exemplary conduct? That is very uncharitable of you.
Let me tell you, this is a case.
So Mr. Bhushan,
this
as
is a
one of the
case
leading lights of the law of our country, shouldn't have exemplary conduct.
This is a case of judicial intolerance.
No.
The intolerance
Answer
is
my
growing in the
question.
entire country.
How can some
Then how
person
does
who
a case
cheered
of
the
judicial
jailing of another man
intolerance?
now say
Padmaja,
that I cannot
Padmaja,
face the
1
same
minute,
charges
please.
or the same action?
1 minute, please.
Answer that
you
question.
Said, you said why it did not happen for 6 years. It was brewing. Now it is culminating into action. This is a kind of an act. Come on, let's teach this fellow a lesson now. We have been tolerating for long. Let us fix now this fellow. And let us show him our power. We are the Supreme Court. We are the supreme people in the country. Let us fix this fellow now. And show the nation that look, if you criticize us, it will be fixed like Prashant Bhushan. This is what judiciary wants to give the message today. And this is what is happening.
This is
now.
amazing because Justice Karnan is not the only one. GVL Narasimha Rao. Mr. Bhushan was very enthusiastic about the idea in 2019 of the then interim chief of the CBI being pulled up for contempt of court, M. Nageshwar Rao. At that time, he said this man should also face action for contempt of court. So, आप पूरी दुनिया को बोलो contempt of court, put him in jail, wow, very nice, applaud their jailing. But when it happens to you, you say, oh,
No, Prashant Bhushan has been indulging in such highly objectionable, ominous behavior for the last several years. I don't know if it's only 5-6 years or even beyond. And this is a way by which they also try to really lower the power of the Supreme Court in the eyes of the public. They also want to indulge in brinkmanship. This is what is going to happen. This is not expected of any lawyer who has arguments to win in the court of law. He is only trying to hold.
As an example,
He is only trying to
as
fix
an
the
icon.
judiciary by
But look,
indulging in
this is
such
the way
comments.
we are going to
These
fix the
scandalous
system in
comments
future.
are meant to actually
nobody should stand up against us. Nobody
so somebody is a repeat offender. Somebody is a repeat offender, keeps questioning authorities, keeps putting institutions under a cloud, but at no point should somebody actually turn around and say, this is not okay. Because what you are saying is not backed by fact, Ravi
In all
Srivastava.
the institutions, na.
I mean,
Let
it's all
there be a
very
transparency in all
well
the
to be,
institutions.
some kind of
Let there be
revolutionary.
more-
But you
let there be
cannot
more
be an
transparency.
anarchist.
You heard.
There is a difference between questioning the establishment and undermining an institution.
Show me.
Do you understand the difference?
4 judges sitting on press January 2018 on the laws and making a press conference. All is not well with the judiciary. Have you ever heard it in past? Did you ever hear it in past? Judges standing against the Chief Justice only? Did you hear it in past?
Okay, so you're saying, just a second. So you are saying, एक second, I'm very happy because Mr. Srivastava, I don't just come here and yell and hector people and harangue them. You're saying that Mr. Bhushan has brought up this issue because he saw the rot within the judiciary and he's only highlighting what is happening, all of it based by fact, correct? So all of his allegations are factually correct and factually backed. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Srivastava, Tausif Ahmed and Vivek Srivastava?
He is not a judge. He is not a
Answer in
judge.
yes or no.
He has only
Now
put up
why
the
are you
allegations.
prevaricating?
What is wrong in it?
It's a straight
It's only
question.
transparency.
You are saying what
He
Mr.
has-
Bhushan said is a statement of fact. What Mr. Bhushan said is a statement of fact is your argument. Now I will silence everyone and I will totally expose that argument because Mr. Bhushan said that his tweet where he criticized the Chief Justice was because he wants to reform the institution of the Supreme Court. What did he say in his tweet? He said he is anguished because the Chief Justice, and he put a picture of Chief Justice Bobde on a motorcycle. He said, I mean, among other things, that, Chief Justice is riding the motorcycle of a BJP leader, etc. And he said that the Chief Justice is here riding a motorcycle when the Supreme Court is in a state of lockdown. That is what he said. You know what is actually there? By saying that the Supreme Court is in a state of lockdown and people are being denied the institution of the Supreme Court and, their access to justice. As a matter of fact, Between the 23rd of March 2020 and the 4th of August 2020, what was Mr. Bhushan saying? No cases are happening. Chief Justice has shut down the Supreme Court. People are crying. People are wailing. How do we get justice? But between the 23rd of March and the 4th of August, 879 sittings were held by various benches of the Supreme Court. During this period, this court has heard 12,748 matters. Mr. Srivastava, Vivek Srivastava, please stop shouting. And you know what is the delicious irony over here? Among the 12,748 matters heard by the Supreme Court is one by Mr. Prashant Bhushan himself, where he was actually saved from coercive action by this same Supreme Court, Tausif Ahmed. So Mr. Bhushan tweeted saying Supreme Court to band hai, kuch kaam hi nahi ho raha hai, people are being denied access to justice, whereas he knew that he himself has been heard by the Supreme Court and it has actually given him an injunction which saved him from any coercive action. If then his statement is not a lie, what is it? Why did Mr. Bhushan lie by saying that the Supreme Court is in a state of lockdown? Is it a lie or is it not a lie? And if it's a lie, was it said to undermine the institution of the Supreme Court? Now answer.
We have to appreciate where Mr. Bhushan is coming from. Mr. Bhushan is the
I am
one
appreciating
who-
facts.
who-
I don't have to appreciate where he's coming from. You know, he's a man with a clean heart. That day he was having a bad day. He got up from the wrong side of the bed. I have appreciation only for facts. You tell me whether he was factually wrong or not. Was it intentional or was it malicious?
It is not taking up. Habeas corpus petition, which should be heard in priority, is not being taken up. Article 37 petition, CAA petition, these are just...
Who is he
GVL
to
Narasimha Rao.
decide? Who is he to dictate?
GVL Narasimha Rao.
No, but when Prashant Bhushan assumes, the real problem is the likes of Prashant Bhushan has a larger than life image of themselves. They want to dictate terms to the high institution of the Supreme Court. I think it is an attempt to dictate terms to the Supreme Court. And I'm glad the Supreme Court, I think though it has taken the institution several years, I think like in the case of Mahabharata, this Shishupal had committed 100 errors, 100 blunders, 100 mistakes to be eventually hauled up by the Supreme Court. I think he not only needs to be given punishment, I think he also needs to be given treatment.
And set an example, which is exactly what you wanted, right, Vivek Srivastava? When you said that the court needs to set an example for others to follow.
Absolutely not.
Here is,
It's the
do you
wrong
agree that
example.
what Mr. Bhushan
It is
said
the wrong
was
example.
patently
It is the wrong
false?
example.
What Mr. Bhushan said was patently false. He said the Supreme Court is being kept in a state of lockdown by the Chief Justice. Is that true or is that false?
Contempt is not clear.
Is that true or is it false? When Mr. Bhushan said that the Supreme Court has been kept in a state of
The
lockdown.
photograph of the Chief Justice.
Sir, answer my question. My question
Yeah,
is,
so now
Mr.
let us
Bhushan
say- let us
said the
assume
Supreme
that
Court
he
has been
misreported
kept
by
in a state
mistake.
of lockdown.
Let us say he
Is that true
misreported by
or is it
mistake.
false? True or
Agreed.
false?
So let us assume.
True
Yeah,
or
let
false?
me speak now. Let us assume he misreported by mistake. तो कंटेम्प्ट करके जेल में डाल देंगे
हाँ।
ये बोलने के लिए कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट बंद था तो
हाँ,
आपको दुख किस बात का है फोटो
हाँ।
डाली चीफ जस्टिस की दैट इज द कंटेम्प्ट
हाँ।
रिपोर्टिंग करी सुप्रीम कोर्ट
अरे भाई,
दैट इज द कंटेम्प्ट
विवेक श्रीवास्तव जी आप तो गजब कर रहे हैं। कल को बेस्ड
इतना
ऑन
बड़ा
नो
content
फैक्ट
है।
व्हाटसोएवर मैं कह दूंगी कि आप मर्डर हैं, आप खूनी हैं। I will be liable for criminal defamation. You can't just say, अरे हाँ ठीक है गलती हो गई, too bad, let's get over it.
Chief Justice on the motorcycle, a case for contempt.
Savio
I'm
Rodriguez,
asking you this.
गलती हो गई। बड़े बड़े शहरों में छोटी छोटी गलतियां होती रहती हैं। सावियो रॉड्रिग्स
उन्होंने मिस रिपोर्टिंग करी
Unfortunately,
फंक्शनिंग ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट पे कि भाई कोर्ट बंद है तो यू गोट पुट हिम इन जेल उसे क्या भाई कंटेम्प्ट हो गया
He's actually one of the villains in the idea of India, because anarchists like Prashant Bhushan, who think they are above any institution in the
अरे
country,
आइडिया ऑफ इंडिया के
deserve
अंदर
to get a
जुडिशरी में
whack
ट्रांसपेरेंसी
like
लाइए
the Supreme Court.
There should be transparency in the
and has
judicial
given
process.
Prashant Bhushan.
There should be an accountability
They've taken
of all the
a
judges.
danda And
the people will have more faith in the judiciary. That is the need of the hour. आप तो post retirement benefit देने में विश्वास रखते हैं.
You know, the other thing, and I have shown you multiple instances, multiple points which prove how fallacious this argument of an activist being silenced or bullied is. And now I get you the best part. Everyone today, Ravi Srivastava, is saying that we don't agree with criminal defamation. That's what you said. What is the point? Vivek Srivastava is saying, okay, so if a small mistake has happened, what are you going to do? Are you going to jail that man? Why are you accusing him of criminal contempt? Now let me tell you that on the 20th of November 2013, when the UPA was in power, General V.K. Singh was the then army chief. He went to court against the government in power on his age issue. Then the court ruled against him. General Singh gave an interview after which he was accused of contempt of court. The court moved contempt proceedings against him. Did you think then that the UPA was bullying General Singh, Ravi Srivastava? That time I didn't hear anyone speak up about a witch hunt. Here was a chief who took on the government on the age issue, and he was pulled up for contempt of court till the time that he issued an unqualified apology. Are you saying that General Singh was being bullied by the then government and the court? Is that your case?
And Prashant Bhushan is a small man compared to that. It does not call for this kind of a jail provision or a fine or all that for simple criticism, simple questioning the judiciary.
Okay. So General V.K. Singh can go to jail, GVR Narasimha Rao, but God forbid Prashant Bhushan should even be asked that, sir, do you have facts to back what you are saying? Or does everything fly in this country in the name of activism and free speech? GVL Narasimha Rao.
I think they have tried this trick for too long. I think finally, Prashant Bhushan's bluff is now being caught.
This is what I was saying. They want to take an exemplary action.
Please, Mr. Srivastava, speak when your turn comes.
Nobody opens their mouth.
Please. If you want to go to jail,
Okay, I'm going to end it here because I think after the repeated examples I have given, it has become amply clear that anyone who argues today about a witch hunt, about bullying, about silencing, about shutting up anyone who is a critic of the government and the judiciary, all of those arguments are not based in fact, and most importantly, they are completely and totally hypocritical. We all, especially those in the public sphere, should be responsible and be made to answer for our actions, and that's the message of Supreme Court today. We'll be keeping a close eye on what the sentencing is. I'm going across to breaking news that's coming in right now. After 60 long days, Times Now's campaign has forced action by the Mumbai police, which has written to the Enforcement Directorate finally, saying that they will cooperate and provide all necessary details. Megha Prasad is with me on the phone line. So finally, Megha, you've got the Mumbai police saying, yes, we will cooperate after blocking repeated attempts by the ED to be handed over evidence. Megha.
Well, Padmaja, what we are putting out right now is a letter that has been written by one of the DCPs, Mr. Simukhe, to the Enforcement Directorate, and this letter is dated 14th of August. I'm told by my sources in Mumbai Police that this letter actually reached the Enforcement Directorate office in Mumbai that is looking into the probe of Sushant Singh Rajput by today 6 in the evening, and that the letter very clearly says two things. One, that the Mumbai Police, as far as investigation is concerned, has registered a particular number of statements that they have recorded by this time, and that the Enforcement Directorate should give out details or a list of which all statements they require. The letter also says that all types of cooperation will be provided to the Enforcement Directorate in terms of investigation. Whatever help is required will be given by the Mumbai Police. So this letter has gone from the Mumbai Police to the Enforcement Directorate, making it absolutely clear that when it comes to cooperation between the two agencies, the Mumbai Police will not hold back anything that they have in their jurisdiction.
Let's see how far this cooperation goes. For the time being, thank you very much for joining us on that piece of breaking news.